This isn't like me.
You might want to stand back. Yeah. Yeah, with you. I'm a sniper. I'm a sniper.
Let me show you how it's done.
Early gates. Lend a hand, would you? Away with you! Rain of pain! Yeah. I'm a sniper! I'm a sniper!
Impressed yet? show you how it's done.
Early gates! Rain of pain! Lend a hand, would you? Have a sniper! Have a sniper!
Sleep tight now.
Sure. And it's just a scratch,
I dedicate this victory to my army of beautiful admirers.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I just hooked up my microphone. 65. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Come back soon.
Let me just go ahead and at that. I know Golden has Xenoverse. Well, since you're here now, I can use my elevating shoes now. Cause yes. I actually had I had a bag full of popcorn. I mean, I stopped eating it now because, you know, it makes the noise. Yeah, I don't think he was ever healing as a Tornico, but, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter since you're here now. He can go purely offensive, which Tornico can't do. Alright, I got the magic rock. The monkey's coming. If you get the monkey medal, go over there and take care of the knights if you become a monkey. Oh, I also noticed I want to say Damien sent me a message. The kid that was with us before. He said he left early. He said he felt like he was being ignored. Any idea what that's about? Well, did he? Well, was he able to get a word? Was he able to get a word in? Okay. Well, I just thought I'd bring it up. You know, it's alliance stuff. You know, it's important for me to check up on these things and not just simply ignore them, as they can get worse. You understand, right? Good. Yeah, I'm an admin in Phantasy Star, and again, I'm not expecting you to go back to Phantasy Star, and I'm an admin here. I mean, the hardest thing I ever had to do was get rid of a 12-year-old once they exposed themselves, which I didn't really. I think even Golden knows something about it. Hey, Golden. Yeah, I just remember this. I'm on stream, by the way, but you know what? That's fine. I'd rather go on record. Actually, I go on record that Mhm. That bringing that old topic. You know how old that topic is? It's a tales as old as time. What about any version of Superman that doesn't involve the Justice League? That's the one I pick. Uh-huh. I don't know about that. I mean, There's a whole lot of evidence that he's holding back and stuff like that. I mean, didn't he used to square it with Darkseid? And I mean, I know Goku's fought literal gods and stuff like that, and gods beyond gods, and mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this, Golden? I mean, I know this conversation can last literally for hours. And believe me, I know it can last for hours. You mean like clickbait?
Impressed yet? Sleep tight now.
Mm-hmm. You mean when they turn into kids, right? Oh my gosh, that one. Mm-hmm. Filler. For the record, I just want you to know that I am streaming, so if you want me to mute the mic, let me know, please. If you want to go any further. Alright, sure. Sounds like a single parent, if you ask me. Like, even Chris Chan's, like, dad even stepped up and told him to get off the internet. You know that? Even Chris Chan's dad did it. But never his mom. And you're saying she knows how to use a Discord server. Is that what you're implying? I mean, that's pretty damn, speak for her. Okay, I'm about to say, because, I still have issues, doing Discord myself, and, I really haven't dabbled with it much. So she can figure out she sounds extra dangerous.
I dedicate this victory to my army of beautiful admirers.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I mean, you just gotta be, I don't know what she was thinking, man. You know, it's not like you're talking to an officer or nothing. You're talking to a random person who could care less about your feelings.
Well, hello.
Hey, well, whatever was more important for the area, you know, you gotta make those decisions. Some decisions are easier than others. Getting rid of her, I might not even giving her a chance to speak, really. Ah, well, sure, it's your call.
All right, let's get to it.
I know you're good. And how strong is it? Just let that go on. Hmm. Anything's possible. You can have bots download on your phone, but, you know, that's a hypothetical. Besides, it's more fun to, troll people in person than actually hack. Hacking, you gotta be from a distance. You don't really see the effects of it until, like, later on. I'd like to see the drama happen right there on the spot. Or you could follow, our hero over there. See what he's doing. He likes putting himself in danger. So you can see at the moment he gets hit. Yeah, but we're able to react to a heavy attack. The only few things that are dangerous there are those two rolling trolls and a Rose Guardian. Alright, good. He can help me take care of this right thingy. Too bad he's slow. I think the only reason I'm doing this is because I want a better sword. I would say in less than an hour I plan on playing Street Fighter 6. Gotta make some more people angry. Oh, and get ready for Judgment Day. I mean, for those who play Street Fighter, some of you might know who Akuma is from Street Fighter 6. Yeah, so long story short... Okay, at least his legacy is so advanced that everyone knows who he is. Long story short, when I go online, usually it's Kens online. Just non-stop Kens and Kens and Kens. When Akuma finally gets on the field, I might not ever see an online Ken ever again. Ever. I'll just see nothing but Akumas. Akuma, up in the air, just shooting fireballs. I don't even know if they'll even get in my face or nothing. They'll just probably just sit back and do fireballs all day. They'll be like, sure. I might do it myself, just because he's that bad. And with the mechanics of Street Fighter 6 too, it's gonna be real nasty. Yeah. I did, man. He did a lot of familiar things. And let's see what else. What else did he do? He like I say, he did a lot of familiar things, but obviously everyone wants him to say that line in front of Homelander because Death Battle, of course, because that's still deeply rooted in people's mind. Like feed you your own heart, or hell, just. Yeah, funny enough, I kind of hate both of the characters, but if I had to choose between one or the other, maybe, like, it had to be Nolan, Omni-Man. At least he tries to redeem himself, even though he killed a bunch of people and stuff like that. And the heroes. I mean, that's a pretty tall order to, like, recover from. Oh, wait, he did die for his, crime, so, I guess that's, sort of makes up for it. Yeah. He even did a little scene where he shoves a person into a subway. Like, that was funny. Oh, okay. Because honestly, every time I see Homelander, I get a very uncomfortable feeling. Like, I don't know, it's like just... Oh. Great, that's very unfortunate. Ugh. I don't think anyone liked Homelander. Honestly. Oh good, fire breath. Well, you'll be able to have all of that at Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, granted, I kind of don't really like the game because the way they treat like matches now. Like, apparently they have an option where you can actually quit the match mid-match, like naturally, you know, instead of just unplugging the your console of choice, which I thought was very scummy, by the way. Like, you can't give me that crap of, if the player doesn't enjoy the match, they should be able to leave. You know, Street Fighter 6 did that just fine. Both players had to agree to it. They could have left and no points were lost. But instead, you can just quit out of the game just like you're playing a regular NPC fight. Which is absolutely stupid, by the way. Like, why would they... Oh, I can't see it. Well, I guess you can see his health, so sure. So he's a healthy man. And now he has a nice, place to be at. You know, now that I think about it, maybe I will make a, never mind. It'll, yeah. I'm just ending everything in Whirlwind Reapers. Alright, he's dead. Now a smaller giant shows up. Alright, so from the very little that you guys know about when it comes to Phantasy Star, just before I came to this game, I discovered a way to make a zero potency build in that game. And I plan on live streaming and trolling everyone in urgent quests. At least the next one that shows up at 12 midnight.
I think I'm in trouble here.
Well, I'm just telling you, if you don't watch it, that's fine, but, because it's something... Alright, that's fine. I just thought I'd tell you anyway. Just because. Totally fine with me. I mean, even Phantasy Star kind of lost his luster. That's why I even chose to go this path in the first place. I mean, I can see it in my alliance. A lot of them are just... They might show up online, but pop right back out. It's like, you know, the game just has a fundamental issue, you know. I bet if I give that game a second chance, it might wow me, in all honesty. It just... tell me. Not much. Well, I do like the stamina feature in the game. It's pretty neat. I can't really think that you got that thing to make you dance, really? You didn't see him coming? A little laughing little bag, haha. Okay. You must have your camera up close. I have my camera zoomed out. I need to see everything that's, you know, in my immediate line of sight. It's a setting. You set it from 1 to 3, and it just zooms out the camera a bit more. And since we're on the subject of camera, I don't know if you have a does your camera change angles whenever you cast like heals by chance? Okay, you can actually disable that where you can see everything around you and heal at the same time. So I'll show you how to do that really fast. Well, it's a setting, so it should affect all characters that go into a healing animation. Alright, so when you're healing right now, does your camera, like, change angles? Or does it say... Okay. So I guess you're good then. $66. Sure would be. Gold, you haven't said anything in a while. How's that Xenoverse you've been playing? And I've been thinking to myself, why haven't I gotten to Xenoverse? I like Dragon Ball Z. I like Boo and all his race and the Mechians and... Do they have an android race? Just curious. I mean, we are... No. Alright, Golden, give me a, what are the 5 races? If it's 5. Boo, Earthling. Really, they don't have it. They just call it Frieza. Is there like an actual name or something? Okay. Well, at least the fans are trying. Ew, Zirconian. Oh yeah, FYI, if we get second form Fractos as a final, that'll be my last game, because I had quite the hell of a time with second form Fractos. Well, when he can one-shot you. He probably won't one-shot the hero because he's Tornico and has the HP, but he can one-shot me if I'm not blocking. I think. It's been a while since I've been hit by his charge attack. Or better yet, he'll kill you with lightning, because it'll hit you twice and do about 300-something damage. It's just... Because if you're paused in place for too long, he'll charge you and kill... And I know, even if you were at level 99, I know he can definitely kill a priest. Priests just don't have that kind of defense to survive. Even though you do have a defense boost. But he takes that away, though. Like, every 4 to 5 seconds, he'll always... drop the, get rid of the effect. He'll make you use up all your MP if you're not careful. Just have to focus mainly on healing. What's left? Something's behind you, Chibi. It's... Kill it! Kill it. It's just a bag. What could it possibly do? Does that make you dance? There. See? Now you're one of us. Yeah, kind of like I saw a bubble, demon breath, and an arrow. But sure, I'll give you a little bit of credit for that. Really? Could have sworn they did. Well, I guess I'm okay with Yeti, honestly. Yeti seems to always last as long as it always does. It wasn't a Fractal's fight, so I guess you can stick around. Like I say, I just can't stomach a Fractal's fight. That's all. I'll do first form, but not second form. Cause we're basically saying good. I'm sorry, was that ass beating really that bad back then? Cause I still remember to this day, by the way. Cause he would throw the bubbles at you, and like I know first form is bad, but it is like, what was I going with this? You'd rather have the first form than the second form. Just trust me. Mm-hmm. They hit me twice. I will use my tension, but gotta save it for the robot phase. Right, I probably didn't tell him about him sitting his hyper. Well, just tell your job that you run the place, and they fall apart if you're gone. That's why I do it my job. You can flex your position. I got you.
I think I'm in trouble here.
Yeah, only 28. I just realized if I was a warrior, I would have even greater defensive buff. If I was a warrior. Luckily they're just demon in arms. If there were anything else, the higher tier, he'd be dead. Even as a Tornico. They would have surrounded him. With that crazy, like, whatchamacallit attack. That rapid slash attack. Well, we'll definitely miss you, Golden. You have fun at work.
That's one less to worry about.
Oh man, my boss has never attempted to fire at me. Every time I try to leave the job and find something else, he says, "Please don't. We need you," and such. But that's just me. But you'll get to that point someday, don't you worry. I wonder if God is hiring. Or as scariest. I mean, imagine being a prophet and telling people the truth. You know how our people are afraid of the truth? They really hate it. They silence people over that stuff. They hang people over that. Oh gosh, I just realized how bad of a how scary of a job that is. It really isn't something that anyone can do, you know? It really is like, you gotta think about it. I mean, you shouldn't think about it. I mean, you should do what your God says. But at the same time, I mean, how long is it gonna last? Are we doing something like, you know, for a year? You know, is there like a penalty for, you know, quitting? Anything like that? Yeah, they always come in this phase. You gotta be ready for them. Now I gotta see if I can kill these guys fast enough. That was only enough to get him at half life. Alright, that one's dead and leveled up. Okay. I'll just take care of this one in the corner. Speaking of break, that actually reminds me of what me and Chiba were talking about yesterday ago. So, how bad do you think Gohan's life is on a scale to 1 to 10? Like, the stuff he went through from a child up into an adult. Not including fan stuff, by the way, please. Unless, of course, you want me to go down the list of all the things that have happened to him from, you know, from his childhood up until now. Let's see. For starters, let's see. Get kidnapped by his uncle. Partially responsible for his uncle's death. Gets kidnapped by a green demon. Let's see. Made to fight for his life and watching his friends die. Let's see. Going off planet, which I can imagine is quite terrifying, by the way. Watching a literal genocide, by the way, because you know, Frieza Man certainly weren't trying to do, whatchamacallit, send advertisements or something like that. They were killing Namekians left and right. Watching people die, getting yelled at by his dad, going to super form because his dad was actually going to discipline him on the spot. Oh, look at that. Got some leaves for me, by the way? I know he has 2. He's got to swing over here and help me out. While he has him distracted, by the way.
Hey, get up!
Look, I know how to do this. Say, how did that one stray bullet hit me? I think once this wave is gone, this is pretty much it. I think? Or no way, he still has the zombie gladiator phase still that we hasn't done yet. Well, that was Demon in Arms. There's like 2 versions of those. I think it's the demon, zombie gladiators. Yeah, zombie gladiators. They're much worse. They freeze you, they'll more than likely kill you. And they can kill really, really fast. They just have to catch you at the wrong time. For any reason. I actually had to take that hit or I would have been dead.
I think I'm in trouble here. Here we go!
You're right on an MP. Truth be told, you wouldn't need purifying. All you really need is focus on healing and tension boosting. Since you're, well, usually people are screwed if they're frozen anyway, let's be real here. Because even now this gladiator is spinning on me. Oh, and maybe slow. Slow's kind of annoying. Like, slow's a little bit more important than a freeze, if that makes any sense. Okay. Oh, you didn't use your leaf when you revived me. I guess you had that leafless life thingy. They probably couldn't survive a tap, by the way. Wow. I don't usually die like this, but we're near the end anyway, so. Then I'll pick up that food the second I wake back up.
Hey, get up.
Okay. He just needs 1 tap. Except for that one. But red snow is definitely a lot different compared to yellow snow. Let's just say there was a game I remember referencing it. A really weird game, by the way. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of a game called Clay Fighters. Very obscure game. I mean, it's your typical fighting game, but a bunch of Weird West. Can't say that I have. So it's average. Alright. Chibi, you were just near the real one. Yeah, I think you just hit him with your bubble. Yeah, you have to jump that repeatedly. In this game. Really? Of all the years I played, I've never heard of it. Oh, okay, so something probably patched out is what you're basically implying. Okay. Yeah, I guess that would have definitely killed the whole healing business if that were the case. there'd be really no point being a healer. Zero. Mm-hmm. I can't touch my own reflection. I guess that makes sense. I guess I never thought of it like that before. I can't touch someone else's reflection. No, because that would imply that that would imply they'd be capable of drinking in the first place. Yeah, if they're incapable of drinking, then it's watering. Like, even a baby can drink water. Okay. I want to check my equipment. Because hopefully I got the, okay, I got the Albicus Essence, too. And, oh my goodness, I actually didn't even get the thing that I was looking for. It gave me, Tortico's weapon, and it gave me Ace of Spoils. Really. After all that. Alright, let's see. I guess hero is done. I mean, 10 attack on an ace isn't too bad. It's 15 attack.
Come back soon.
Indeed.
Well, I guess if he left, then I guess that's it then. I was kind of playing primarily for him, really. Since he needed the help getting the base of the mighty. I mean, I'm sure anyone here in this group can solo, and by solo I mean with bots, the magic maze on their own, easily. It just takes... Alright, well, thank you for that. I'm gonna let you two go, because, like I said, he's gone, so, I'm gonna take a break. Might get on Street Fighter, might get back on Phantasy Star to... Yeah? Alright, cool. Catch you both later. Take care, Golden, take care, Chibi. Oh boy. Let's see, what else is... He doesn't look at my streams anyway, so, let me just go ahead and say it's right here. For those who saw that gameplay of that priest in the, background. Yes, that was actually kind of irritating. In fact, this is a lesson for all healers that want to play co-op. Get in there and just start swinging. I mean, they do have range attacks. They do. They have the bubble. It's the only range attack they have, but it's still something. There's a ton of a mage can do, offensively. Hell, even whatchamacallit does find.
Well, hello. Don't be
Where
a
is it?
stranger.
Welcome, my child.
Priest. That's all I have, huh? Okay.
Be all that you can.
I forgot I gotta raise their levels. Like, sure I do.
May you find your true calling.
Alright, I mean, I have the same stuff as, him. I would say... What, because this has more defensive spells and stuff like that? I don't have any of the skills because, of course, I haven't... I gotta turn things back on. What is his options as a healer, really? Obviously, multi-heal. Kabuff is kind of worthless. If everyone's using magic attacks, then sure. There's some occasions where it does help. If you're going to be hit on the physically and stuff like that. So sure, has its uses. But no one really invests on making the defense even better. I mean, if it worked for everything, it'd be different. Or if they had a different type of shield, that'd be great. Of course, the magical one would be taken care of completely. Everyone would take the magical one. But then you have to make a third tier. One for breath. Resistance for breath, resistance for physical, and resistance for magical. But just defense, sure. Multi-heal, while it goes without saying, obviously it's a good move and stuff like that, sure. He never used this skill, because he never cared to use a staff, because the staff only really has what? Well, it's a close range thing, so... Mostly close range. Remore heal. Now, wouldn't this just be interesting? If he would just switch to a spear, he would actually have two types of heal. A moderate heal, and then a bigger heal. Am I missing something here? The moves he were using were... No, well, Saint Song, Multi-Heal, Cheerleading, and Kabuff. But you know what I think should have happened? Here's what I think should have happened. With all the MP he had, and I've made this suggestion to him before, and honestly I might just reinforce this suggestion. Because I'm not sure what's worse, you know, me calling him out on this, or somebody else who's playing with us calls him out on this. Because they might say something, man. They might say, hey, that priest wasn't doing anything but healing. And that's almost like getting mad at a fighter just only attacking and not reviving anybody. Not reviving until the finale, which I might actually reinforce that rule again because there is merit to that. Reviving only and only doing that. What does a fighter do? Now I have to really start thinking about roles. I think I might have a rant role. A rant about character roles? Yeah, a rant about character roles. And other capabilities. I think I need my, other character to illustrate this better. She has more, experience
Time to put my training into practice.
in all those
Don't be a
magical
stranger.
stuff. Okay, so she's here.
Welcome, my child.
Now, it might be very obvious about what a priest and mage and a sage can do, so let's just, okay, she's at 61, so basically everything you need. 36, sure. So let's just recap this real quick.
Be all that you
So we're in rant mode now. Something to be said about this. Right now.
may
About what a
find
priest can
your
do.
true calling.
And what a priest should do. Because there's a middle ground for this. There's a much better middle ground for all this stuff that's happening. Okay, there are my other skills. No offensive skills. There was Cheerleader, Saint Song, and Kabuff. That's what his setup looked like. Chibi's setup looked like. It was like, you know? I don't think even I do my bots like that, actually. Like, not really. Even I expect my priests to hit hard. Of Of course, that also implies they have to choose between Bang, which has to have a setup to hit hard with, but gives them a range option. Or hell, Miracle Moon. But I guess because it costs MP, you can't just sit it somewhere and run away. You know, even something like that. Set up Miracle Moon and the Vacuum Attack. And hold circle and gain MP. Something like that. Just something to corral the enemies together. That has merit. I barely saw any bubbles. How far does this bubble go? Pretty damn far. Of course, the issue about the bubbles, them hitting walls, even invisible walls, and exploding and not really reaching their destination. Which is really irritating. And there's also the shield, too, that just keeps enemies off of you. Instead of running and stuff. Oh boy. I'll send him a message about this sort of thing. I'm not trying to go through that again, honestly. Like, what good is potential if you don't ever use it? And stuff like that. You have a range option. Throw bubbles. No matter how silly it looks. Like, it's still something. Did my bubble pop my bubble? An auto explosion. Where's that bubbles? Ugh. Thanks, all. Multi-heal. Doesn't take too long. And that was pretty much it. Really. I mean, I guess it's a little bit different with an MP mage because it does require a little bit of looking at your teammates, thinking about how much MP they may or may not have, and still having the nerve to get in there and fight somehow. You know, still doing that. I mean, granted, there are characters that hit from a range and can heal. I mean, we have those type of characters. Here's Mina. Why Mina isn't an option, it just blows my mind. She's perfect. She has the range and she has the healing.
Well, hello.
I need all my healers to assemble.
Right, so
Tornico.
away we go.
I knew you would choose me. It was written in the stars.
She's a bit sloppy, but we'll take her anyway.
Don't be a stranger.
There's also a different type of heal too. Let's see. Let's explore. This option is usually rarely explored, but it's been called empathy or empathy. Share MP. Now this would actually make a lot of the standing still thingy worthwhile. Absolutely worthwhile. It's a very rare skill that you just don't see too often. Whatsoever. I could totally forgive someone being in the background not attacking. Because, you know, raising your MP does affect the damage output of the group. It does. Because it's a damage game. Everything is just based on damage. Healing has its importance, just not all the darn time. You know, it just doesn't. Like 10 points might not seem like much, but 10 points allows things to happen. That sort of thing.
My turn, huh? Ground. Here we go.
I mean, the weakest heal in the game, but you know, I'm gonna just let it pass because you know it's Tornado. He has a lot of different things he can do.
Multi-heal.
One of the better healers. Literally has everything Chibi needs. He actually was using her, now that I think about it. Yeah, I remember him actually using that chick. You just wouldn't see cards, because we focus on debuffing, healing, and hitting from a range. You know, I might get him to start using this character more often. Like, none of that priest stuff. I think we'll run bubbles.
Happy to oblige.
Let's see. Then we have her. No healing skills. She just has the slowest healing in the game, but that's about it. That I have to unlock, of course. Where are you at Hustle Dance? Oh, Rouser.
Come on, everybody, hustle, hustle.
Alright, great. Because, you know, being dead, I would almost say being dead almost kind of sort of makes it almost the same as standing in one spot and healing. Like, could you imagine? Because that's the thing. You want to be more valuable than a person on the ground all the damn time. Far more valuable. So let's not forget, a lot of things can happen when someone drops dead. They can give you an attack boost if you have the party power. They can give you a defensive boost if you have the party power for it. They can give you a tension boost. They can continuously give you a tension boost. They give you a very small MP recovery and stuff like that, and you know, that's a lot of things to compete with a dead body. You know. The value, and of course that tension does eventually add up to you doing more damage output. While our priest over here was doing absolutely nothing but healing. But I'll put a stop to it, though. I might have to break a friendship again. I mean, if it gets that bad. I mean, it shouldn't. It's just that I'm going to give him his options. Play a mage, and then you can play the same way you were before. Just focusing on getting our MP recovery and stuff like that. It's easy. Easiest thing in the world. If you worry about yourself being healed, get a Gaia Orb, get a Gaia Orb, and get a Life Ring. Then you'll have your passive healing and stuff like that. You will. Because there are threats that can just out-damage you. Because the priest was built that way. She isn't made to take, you know, hits like that. She can just drop dead with a hard enough hit, even at maximum level. It's just something that needs to stop. Because when Tornado is over there putting all the work he can, and like I said, I need to address this issue now before he notices. That other guy may not care whatsoever, as there were so many cases where I died multiple times in that fight. Because, oh, I don't know. I figured being more reckless, because, you know, might as well take the extra hit since I'm getting tension upon getting hit anyway. Being more reckless in my actions. And other guy was probably getting it too. It's called Feel the Burn. That's a tension buff. Oh my gosh. They're just options. They're very cheap options. Cards have got to be thrown. And defenses have got to be dropped to contribute to damage. Like, we're okay with these things. You can even hold block while you're throwing a card to keep yourself safe defensively. Yeah, all the characters can do that. Every single one. Claw, maybe not so much because it kind of goes all over the place and it just flies up in the air. Maybe even including rough, but that's about it. And then there's... I already talked about the healing issue. All healing, no actual offense. Maybe a few necessary rescues and stuff like that. Few necessary rescues. I just can't stomach. I just can't go through another fight like that again. It might as well just be 2 people. Sure, the fight is hard and maybe healing was necessary to an extent. And that I would say that freaking fight against X-Start makes perfect sense. Having both a healer and a, you know, mix and match between attacking and healing. Because, you know, you don't want to be doing this all day. You know? Nobody wants to be... I mean, the game is great. Don't get me wrong. Jacket Quest is fun. But you don't want to you don't want to stay too long in a damn fight. I'd say if a fight lasts about 20 minutes, you got a problem. 10 minutes, sure. 12, maybe even 15 minutes, maybe. Now who am I kidding? 12 minutes is a maybe. Meh thing. Beyond 12, reaching the 20 is like unacceptable. Like too long. Like certain things just weren't calculated properly. Damage output. And I know if I really care about damage output, I would just use Angelo, but come on, man. Didn't feel like it right then and there. I want to get my other characters taken care of. And it's just mind-boggling that, you know, the game didn't give me what I deserved. After that long fight. And that's a really annoying fight, too. The Yeti can definitely claim your life if you're not careful. If you're not constantly looking at him and just thinking, when is this ice shard's coming to kill me? Oh boy! Well, rant over. And I'll be sending him a message about it, so it doesn't happen again.